Where do you find happiness in the comfort of someone else's hurt? Trying to work together in a relationship and not actually knowing how to make it work. On top of that, you also have hang-ups and a past full of what seems to be bad luck. What the fuck? Pushing, pulling, and screaming. But your voice overpowers, followed up with reasons. I feel parched and out of a used up lemon I'm squeezing. No sugar, no flavor, but telling me to savor. I want us to be happy. Can you do me a favor? Stop yelling at me. I'll stop yelling at you. We keep overpowering each other with a list of what we want each other to do. I'm so tired of fighting with you. Rounds and rounds of sparring is all we seem to do. Where's the smiles and the laughter we have when we're buff, not reminded of how shitty things have been? How do you find happiness when it all feels like a game you can't win?
Hey, welcome to She and He, everyone. And I want to give a big shout out to Kayla for dropping that dope poem for us.
Yes, thank you, ma'am. That was nice. You should see her contact information at some time during the video.
Are you going through hard times? Somebody in your family recently died, you lost your job, or you had a job that stinks? We're going to bring you a few keys that we use to get over hard times or depression in our life.
Be happy. So what exactly is happiness?
I guess feeling safe, feeling confident in yourself, doing stuff you like, and not doing something that you don't like. What you think?
What he said. On top of that, living free to move the way you choose, free of worry, focusing on the positive, just finding the positive in every situation. You might be aware of the negative, but focusing on the positive. And we'll get more into that later in the video.
So, self-reflection. Do you really know who you are? Do you really know what gets you down or what really gets you in a bad spot? So just take some time to look at yourself in the mirror or in your own head, or just feel how you feeling most of the time and see if it's the real, true you, and reflect on that.
And the way that I do that, is through meditation and prayer. But you do whatever you feel is necessary to get to the root of your likes, your dislikes, your wants versus your needs. And then from that, you'll have a better understanding of what you don't need to do.
Yeah, I guess self-reflection is like a deep dive into your own psyche, at least to know how you feel in different instances, what makes you uncomfortable. You should at least know those things where you won't put yourself in those bad situations.
That leads us to our second key, which is release fears of the unknown or outcomes. Basically, self-reflect. It actually allows us to identify our fears. I know for myself, it was kind of believing that a certain outcome was going to happen because of things that I did not feel comfortable doing. So that's pretty much the unknown, the outcomes, are the unknown. And so I had to basically not allow myself to believe that those outcomes were going to happen. Just be confident in the fact that I'm willing to do whatever I fear, and that be comfortable with the outcome no matter what.
Yeah, that's true. Me reading The Art of War a few times, the outcomes can be many, so you can't actually know what's going to happen until you actually get into that situation. So what are you afraid of? And even if you are afraid to be in that situation, is it really something that's going to physically or mentally crush you? If it's not going to do that, you might as well be like a leaf and float through the wind. Keep it moving.
Be a superhero.
Plus ultra. And the next key is just be yourself. If you can't be yourself, what are you? You gonna be some puppet to fit in with somebody else? Or are you gonna be a scaredy cat that runs in a corner when you know it's something that you may enjoy? Be yourself. Like the first step, then the second step, and now we're saying release the fear after the self-reflection, and now you can actually know who you really are and know what you like. And then you can just physically be free.
What he said, I really don't know if I can add too much more to that, but it really is. It's just, I know for me, I know I was being myself for the most part, you know, ever since I was young. But once I actually let go of those fears, I allowed myself to be in situations that I normally wouldn't allow myself to be in. I started speaking up in conversations that I wouldn't normally speak up during those conversations. So it allows you to really be comfortable with yourself, and you just see so many glorious things happen. And I think personally our being, our soul, it wants to be in that place. And then we really do experience more happiness when we can be who we really want to be.
Yeah, it gets me in trouble sometimes because I do talk too much sometimes.
We all do. Basically, when you self-reflect, again, you determine the things that you like and, that you want to have more in your life. So that brings us to our next key, which is do things that make you laugh and smile. That to me is one of the most important things when you just want to stay happy. And actually, when it comes to depression, a lot of doctors actually prescribe things that make you happy, that lift your spirits. And so it speaks to your soul in such a way that it allows you to just kind of be happy, and regardless, the situation that you're in or whatever. And, I think a lot of the times, many of us kind of believe that doing things that make us laugh and smile requires money. And it's really, not true. I mean, there might be things that we want to do that, may involve us paying for concert tickets or, movies or however you want to look at it. But if we just kind of decide what makes us happy, then from there we're able to decide what we can do within our means. Okay, because I'm like, shoot, if I'm a bum, I'm about to go talk to my bum friend and be like, tickle my feet for 15 minutes.
I'm gonna give me a dog. I'm gonna give me a dog. I can eat a hamburger. I just seen a dude the other day. He was dirty as all get out. He was sitting there eating a hamburger with his dog, smiling like nothing, but he didn't even have no shoes on, yo.
Yeah, I mean, it really is whatever it is in your life that makes you happy. You can lay on the grass and stare at clouds. Are there still real clouds?
I don't know. I don't see any.
But just when the clouds are out, the big fluffy ones, go lay outside and, just kind of fall into the shapes of the clouds. And, if that makes you smile, just get back to that child that's inside of you. What did that child like? And just do whatever it is and just see things change in your life.
I can't add nothing to that. Because everybody, after they self-reflect, and then they start being themselves and they find things that they like to do, just keep doing those things. We got to go to work. We got to feed our kids if we got kids. We got to go to school if we got school. But when we're not doing those things we have to do, you really need to make yourself happy. And as far as happiness, when you're laughing, you're not trying to be happy. It comes out naturally. Mm-hmm. So I ain't saying everybody going to be telling you jokes all day and you laugh, because that ain't even the instances where you laugh most of the times. It's just something that comes up in your face and you be like, oh man, that was funny. Or you don't even say it was funny. Your body automatically laughs without you knowing it. So just keep those in mind, or take note of those. If you find something that makes you laugh every time you come across it, maybe write it down and keep doing it.
You see why I love him? He's amazing. Oh, he kissed me. He doesn't like to kiss me when I have on lipstick.
That ain't Next key would be to keep good people around you, or surround yourself with people that make you happy, like the previous key. Maybe a village, somebody that you can go to for support, or maybe somebody you can go to for laugh. or somebody that can, if you like to do this, get you drunk every now and then or something. Whatever your village is, and they're on a positive note, they're not always tearing you down. Stay with those people as much as you can. If you can't, hit them up every now and then, or stop by their lair or lab, whatever they, their space of being is, and hang out with them.
I'm sorry. You made me think of Dexter's Laboratory. But,
Lino, you know what I mean? Panthro, cheetah, tiger, thundercats. Oh.
Okay. So, basically what he said, the village, just groups of people that, build you up. I mean, you pretty much said it, nobody that's gonna, continuously talk about the negative points.
Even if they're part of your family. X them out.
Unfortunately, that is very true. Sometimes the ones that love us the most or are closest to us, they may not always be the people that you can, kind of have support you, unfortunately. And sometimes it depends on the situation too.
Yeah.